Opened the store in August of 2007, so 2.5 years at this location. I've been in the hardware business for 40 years, and we're excited. It's a great neighborhood. We love our city. 15,200 square feet of retail space. We have 5,000 square feet of garden sales, and then we have 3,000 in our back room. We also do small engine repair work, and we have a room for that, specifically for small engine work. Lawn and garden, paint, our outdoor living area, our grills and stuff do very well. So we have 14 employees most of the time. We have a few seasonal employees that will come in the spring, so in March and April, May. If you can add on 1 or 2 more items to that sale and help the customer out at the same time so that they don't have to go home and come back, I mean, it's a win-win situation. So we've always asked if they've got, for instance with the spackling, if they have their putty knives, if they have tape, if they're doing a tape joint repair, make sure that they have the right product, some primer for paint if they haven't thought of that, to prime it when they paint again, for touch-ups. Ask them where they're going first off, what type of paint they need, interior, exterior, flat, semi-gloss, all the different sheens that are available. And then I would have them ask if they have the rollers, brushes, tape, painter's tape, if they have liners for their pans or roller pans, and not be afraid to ask them that, so to make sure that they do ask. So, she came in for a quart of paint. By the time she left, she had a whole cart full of stuff, and simply because we were asking her, do you have a drop cloth, do you have a paintbrush, do you have, and her original buy would have been just that quart of paint if we hadn't asked. So we went from a $11 quart of paint to a $50 sale in a pretty quick amount of time, and she was very happy with us. And she kept saying, I would have forgotten. So it turned out very well. So we're not afraid to ask folks. If you can add, and in our case, if we can add a $1.50 increment to each sale that's in our store, that adds thousands and thousands to our bottom line at the end of the year. And $1.50 isn't very much. Don't forget the Teflon tape when they're doing a plumbing job. Don't forget a utility knife. So it's very easy to get that $1.50. We also are trying to get real good at doing dump bins and clip strips, and getting better at doing that, and that helps your bottom line also. I think you have to stay focused on the service side of the customers. We can compete in price with almost anybody out there, and there are times that you can gain more margin as long as you're willing to sell the service with it. You have to sell your service and yourselves with working against the big boxes, because it's not easy. So they got deep pockets, we don't. So we just get our people to be as friendly and knowledgeable as we can, and we train them constantly.